Hi guys, it's Drawlaw here, and today I'm going to be doing my very first collab. It's with KikiKolour, and I'm going to be redrawing her OC, which is this cute little elf girl in my style. I'm so excited, I love it, and I can't wait to see what it looks like. So without further ado, let's get started. Here I have it already drawn and lined on my sketchbook page. Don't mind this little blonde girl here, that's someone else. I'll get into that later. But for today, we're going to be focusing on these two drawings right here. I want to draw the character twice just because I really loved it, and I wanted to draw one full body and one just the bust of it. Okay, so let's get into it. One thing starting right off the bat that I noticed is that there's a lot of shine to this character's hair. And in my style, I don't really add shine to people's hair. I don't know, I just feel like I have to plan more in advance for that. And when I'm drawing, I just kind of go with the flow and just draw. So I don't like having to plan ahead and leave white spots for where the shine will be. But it was interesting to try out for this. And I have to say, I'm kind of happy with the way the result turned out. So who knows, maybe in the future I'll be adding shine more. I just feel like there definitely is room for me to grow. I feel like it looks, I don't know, a little bit unnatural, so maybe if I practice shine in hair a little bit more, I could incorporate it in my other drawings. So the reason why I chose this elf girl, I could have chosen any OC from Kiki's channel, but I really like this one. Something about it stood out to me, just the adorable eyes, and I love the color scheme. It was like this magenta and purple and lilac, and I loved the way those colors looked together. So I decided to try it for myself. Kiki's version, it only shows like her head and her hair and her top body. It doesn't really show the bottom part of her, so I kind of had to figure out what the bottom of the skirt looked like, and I imagine that it was a short skirt. It could have been a gown for all I know, I'm not entirely sure, but I decided to go with the shorter skirt, and I gave her a pair of really cute heels. I also really love the hair and just the pigtails. I thought it was so adorable, and it reminded me a lot of different cartoon characters. Okay, so something I wanted to say, you guys might be wondering, what is that girl at the bottom of this page doing? And when I was drawing this character, I was keeping in mind that it's an elf, and I had to draw the pointy ears. And there's this series that I'm actually reading. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you guys about it. I love it so much. And the reason why I drew this girl is because she's from that series, and that series is actually about elves. It's called Keeper of the Lost Cities, and I'm obsessed with it. It's got like 8 or 9 books in the series, and the books are pretty thick, but as long as you stay committed to it, I think it has a great story and even greater characters. Right now I think I'm on the 5th book. I'm not 100% though. But either way, it's just amazing, and if you like fantasy and magic and maybe elves, you should definitely check it out. It's the main character is this blonde girl that I drew here. Her name's Sophie Foster, and she's doesn't really fit into the world, but then she realizes that she's actually part of this place called the Lost Cities. That's why it's called Keeper of the Lost Cities, and it's just amazing. So I drew her here on the bottom corner, but I'm not really happy with the way she turned out, which is why I didn't finish the drawing. So just don't pay attention to it. Because I love the series so much, I might end up drawing her later on in the future in my channel, so stay tuned for that video if it does happen. Anyway, I just wanted to explain why that picture was there, just so that you guys had an idea. But back to the drawing. Now I colored in the skirt, and I'm coloring the legs. Oh, something I should clarify is that for this full body one, I did forget some details, but I did manage to include them in the half body one. So you'll notice there's like these buttons that go down, and there's also these straps that tie in from the shirt to the skirt, but I did forget to add those. And last minute, you'll see I'm coloring in these gloves. I had also forgotten to add the gloves, but luckily halfway through coloring it, I realized that she has gloves, and I managed to fix my mistake. Like I was saying, I really do love the colors in this design, but the only thing I feel like I could have done better was maybe giving some contrast between the gloves and the hair, because you'll see, like, I don't know, the gloves kind of blend into the hair, and I'm not a big fan of that. But that's just on me, because I could have planned better ahead and maybe made the gloves darker or the hair darker to make sure that didn't happen. But besides that, I'm overall pretty happy about this drawing. I love the way the little blush turned out and the eyes. Oh my gosh, I love the eyes. It goes from like this dark blue to this teal. At least that's how Kiki drew it, so I wanted to draw it like that too. And I love the way it turned out. I think it's just so cute and just precious. Alright, now we're moving on to the second one. And if you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know I always say this. I feel like whenever I do 2 drawings in one video, the second drawing always goes by faster than the first drawing. I don't know if it's just me, but I always feel like it ends up like that. And I feel like it's because by the first drawing, I already know what the colors are going to be and everything. So by the time I get to the second drawing, it just goes by faster. I don't know, but it always feels like that to me. Now, when I was doing this blush and I put it down first, I thought I had overdone it a little bit. But then I just went over it a lot with the skin tone and toned down a bit. And it finally looks a little bit more normal. So, yeah. Sometimes I go a little bit overboard with the blush, but I can't help it. I feel like the blush makes the characters look so cute. I just really love it. Here, I'm doing the same kind of shine technique. And basically the way I do it is I color in the hair, and this is the crucial part about brush pens. I really love the brush pen kind of thing because it gives you the ability to do those fine kind of strokes and fine lines, and it gives this really cool feathery look that really enhances the shine to hair. And basically I just go from the top and I do that feathery kind of thing, and then I do the same thing on the bottom until I get that kind of shine shape. I don't know, it's really hard to explain, but I guess you can look at it and see what it is I did. I had to go over it multiple times though because I always kept doubting myself and thinking, I don't know, is the shine too thick? Is it too thin? Like I said, it's like I barely ever draw shine to hair, so I'm kind of a newbie when it comes to that. But I really love this magenta and how it goes with the purple. I feel like I kind of steer away from doing pink and purple together. I don't know why, but I kind of realized that as I was drawing this OC. I feel like when I draw pink and purple, I have this thing in my head that it looks too similar to each other, but I think it actually looks pretty good. Like this drawing, I feel like kind of proves it. I really like the way pink and purple come out together. But Kiki's channel is great. You should definitely go check her out. She does really cute videos. She does like drawing Monster High dolls in her style and all sorts of cool and fun challenges. So yeah, you should definitely go check her out if you haven't heard of her already. I already mentioned this, but she did win first place in my competition, so that should tell you something about her art skills. She's a really good drawer. Okay, so now I'm going to be moving on to the bows in her hair and her outfit. And, oh, another thing I should say. For Kiki's drawing, I think the parts where I used dark purple, she used black, but I kind of don't like to use black in my drawings. If I do, I either substitute it for a dark gray or a dark shade of that color. That's kind of what I tried to do here. Instead of using black, I used a dark purple that I had, just because I feel like when I use black, like just straight black, it kind of overwhelms the drawing. So I try to replace it with darker shades of other colors. But yeah, anyway, this is the finished product. I'm just adding a few finishing touches here and there, like shading to clean it all up. But yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I'm so happy I got to do this collab. This is like my first ever collab, so it's kind of a big deal. I really like it. Anyway, if you guys haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe and ring the bell while you're at it. And maybe tell a few people about my channel, just so we can help spread the word and make it bigger. Bye guys!